Hey everybody, it's Nikki with Delicate Tension Tarot. Sorry that it's been a while. I actually had my internet go out consecutively for 2 weeks. So, things happen when they happen. And that's all you can do, you know? You just gotta deal with it. Glad to be back though. Glad to be providing these readings. This will be a reading for the sign of Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or if you have a lot of Taurian placements in your chart. This will be extending from November 15th all the way till December 15th because I'm posting this, or will be posting this on the 24th. So I will be talking about preceding energy that's already happened, as well as what is currently happening and what will be happening up until December 15th. Happy holidays, by the way, for whoever celebrates. Even if you don't, have a good time either way. So yeah, let's see what is going on. As always, this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. There is no possible way that every single thing can resonate with every single person out there. Also, I am not here to tell you what to do. I am here to give you advice. If you would like a personal reading, you can look down in the description box and inquire from there, if you want it tailored to your specific situation. Also, I have added a donation button down in the description box as well, just to help donate to keep the channel going. I don't mind doing them the way that I'm doing them now. But if you enjoy it and you like it, go for it. If not, I'll still be doing readings. So let me quiet down a bit. Let's see what's going on. Frustration and aggravation right off the bat. There's not enough time in the day, right? That's how it feels. There's not enough time in the day. Maybe you've got a lot going on. Maybe there's a lot of hats that you're wearing. Whatever it is, it's just overdrive right now. So let's see what's going on with that. All right, Two of Cups. Okay. All right, so right off the bat, if this is not you, this is definitely you dealing with other people in your environment. It's almost like you are insinuating or trying to make some form of something come together. I don't know if you're manipulating information or if you're trying to put two people in the same room to have a conversation, but that's what it looks like. I mean, literally, just looking at this here, you have these two individuals. You have two individuals on each side, each coming from a different place. And here's you in the middle directing the energy of both these people to somehow come into the room together. That's one scenario that I see right now. Alternatively, your focus could be on relationships or people in your environment that can help you. It also may be you coming from a position to fight for where you have, I don't want to say it that way. It's almost like you fought for your position and your stance in wherever you're at right now. And now that I think you've reached the culmination of being in said position, you're kind of stepping down a bit in your energy. It's almost like going from very defensive to very just matter of fact. You're trying to go with the flow of your new environment or with the people that you're surrounded by. Sorry, I know that's two different things, but I'm just calling it like I see it. I'm going to pull two more, one on each side. Yep, fucking knew it, dude. Okay, this is definitely you either trying to get two people in the same room, or this is you trying to manifest this happening for yourself. What is the elephant in the room? That's what I want to know. Devil being dead center. Okay, it's quite possible that you know that both of these individuals are still either thinking about each other or they still have feelings for each other. It's just, you know that there's still a connection between them that needs to be resolved. But like I said, there is this big ominous thing in the room when these two people are in the same place. Take it how it resonates. Once again, I do feel like I'm speaking about you dictating or directing a situation, but this could be your situation as well. You inviting this in for yourself, you having this situation happen for you with another person. Now, I'm not saying that one of these people sees the connection and the other person doesn't, but it's very like one person is very aware of how deep this connection actually goes. Because essentially these two individuals are home for each other. They literally are home for each other. They are each other's safe place. And I do think that at one point this could have, it could have gone somewhere big. I mean, long term. But it's almost like one of these people, both individuals, their emotions get them into trouble in different ways. I think one of them is a little more aggressive with speaking their stance on something or speaking about the position that they stand in within the situation. And I think the other person is a little more immature in the way that emotions for them are very difficult. Give me a second, I'm sorry. I'm like, what are you trying to tell me? I'm going to pull clarifiers, but I think in this situation too, someone might be coming to an event or a social gathering, and that's when this is going to take place, and you might be making this happen. But it's only because you know the position and the sides of both individuals. It's funny too, because there's also this feeling of you not, like, it's like you want to, it's like, I want to stay out of it. Like, that's the energy that you feel. Oh, I don't want to, I want to stay out of it. Keep me out of it. That's how it is. Like, when it's happening, when it's in front of you, you want to be like, keep me out of it. But at the same time, you're at the center of it as well. It's really confusing. You are definitely making something happen with a magician, though. So let's clarify here. Let's clarify the magician. Oh, or you might be making something happen for this person. Either this person has shared their feelings with you, not all of them, I might add, or you know how this person feels. But at the same time, you might also be telling them that they need to address the elephant in the room. Let's clarify the devil. Ooh, yeah. It's quite possible that you watched one of these individuals try. I mean, they really tried. They dealt with a lot in this situation. I feel like this person always tried. This person kept trying. And there was just something here where either the person they were dealing with was dealing with a lot of depression at the time, but it was like this other person couldn't see the cup that was attempted. It's all right here. It's like fucking boom, boom, boom. So it's like this person over here, they could see the connection. They felt the connection. They know what the connection is. They're trying to show this other person like how beautiful this really is. I mean, also with the Lover standing there, and the fact that you got the Two of Cups and the Four of Wands here, man, you're talking about two people who, if they aren't together, they should be. And I think this person over here knows that. And they actually put up with quite a bit of shit because they knew that and they felt that. But this other person over here was either in a state of depression or in a state of just being very ungrateful for what they had. It's like not knowing what you have until it isn't there anymore. And I think that's what's happening here. It's not knowing what you have until you don't have it anymore. And now I think that person can see what this cup was trying to tell them all along. What was this person trying to tell them all along? Now they're listening. They're actually listening to their emotions. They're listening to the way that they feel. They're honoring the way that they feel. Not to like the highest degree in the world, but they're at least trying. This is a very interesting read. So let's clarify the Two of Cups here. We have the Emperor. Ooh, and the Eight of Wands. Straight up, the first thing I heard when I laid down the Emperor was you need to take responsibility. You need to do the right thing. You need to man up and you need to talk. You need to man up and you need to do something or this person's going to be gone for good. That's what this is. So let's clarify the Seven of Wands. We have the Empress in reverse. Let's clarify the Six of Cups. Two of Swords in reverse. Let's clarify the Lovers, please. Temperance. Okay. I'm gonna correct myself over here really quick and just kind of try to straighten things out. I want you to be able to see everything. I'm over here, I'm like, I wish you guys could see this the way I'm seeing it. Because it's a really interesting story, the way everything flows together. Now, I think this person over here, because of the amount of strength they had to exude to deal with this situation or this other person, it's almost like at some point they had to change the way they were operating, because the Empress in reverse is definitely not, it's not that she's the most nurturing, it's not that she's not the most nurturing woman in the world, but it's almost like she's withholding this energy from this other person. Now it's really interesting too, because we have the Empress and the Emperor and the Lovers and the Six of Cups and the Four of Wands and the Two of Cups. Like I said, if these people aren't together, they should be. All of those cards spell it out. And with the Six of Cups and the Two of Swords reversed, you know, a decision had to be made on this person's part. I think because like this was getting exhausting. And at the same time, it was something where it's like, it might have been poor timing. Because with Temperance being there, it's almost as if, you know, either these two individuals balanced each other out, or these two individuals are two completely opposite elements. It's quite possible that this could be fire, water. It could be earth, air, in terms of, you know, their own personal zodiac signs. But there's something here where it's like everything was perfect. At one point, everything was perfect. And it's almost like I said, I think this other person over here is catching on. Like, I feel like they're finally starting to see. They're starting to notice. They're starting to listen. They're actually starting to listen. In some way, I feel like they're listening to the world around them. They're listening to their feelings. They're listening to things that seem as if it's uncanny in the way in which, you know, most people refer to as synchronicity, but how things line up, and it's kind of weird. And I think they are starting to intuitively really feel and understand things that they didn't before because they were too busy being in this state of being very closed off. I mean, in all ways, they weren't using their intuition. They weren't actually seeing things for what they were. They were just in this very smug kind of, you know, I've been really hurt, so I'm gonna just sit under this tree and fucking pout about it and just ignore these wonderful things that are kind of being extended out to me. You know, the Ace of Cups, or any cup in general, when it's being handed off that way, it's a gift. It's something that, you know, essentially it's almost like the universe responding to a question that this person had previously asked. Whether it was in their own mind, whether it was out loud, this was something somebody wished for. And then they were ungrateful once it came to them. So let's clarify the Eight of Cups. Ooh, Eight of Cups doesn't want to be clarified, does it? Change, death. Let's clarify the Four of Wands. Freaking Wheel of Fortune, man. Ace of Wands. And the fucking Magician, I shit you not. You are making this happen. You are either making this happen, or you are like, you're stoking the fire in some way. And I think a part of you is almost like, it's time. Like, dude, it's time. Come on. What are you doing? Like, there's such heavy transformations happening here, not only between these two individuals, but I think also between you and either one of these individuals or both of them, because you're connected to both of them. I think you care about both of them very deeply. And it's funny too, because I almost feel like you see this person's side. And that's why you've seen what needs to change, and you're trying to help move this along. You're trying to help get it back on track. And I do think there's really positive outcomes here. I think you're manifesting. I think you're getting what you want. You want things to move forward. And you're wanting them to move forward together. This is actually really beautiful. How sweet of you to want to try to do this. Let me see. Oh, okay. Page of Swords. That's probably why you want them to do it. Because they've either been asking you questions, trying to get information about this person, or it's like you can tell that they want to know. There's something here that you know about them, either fishing for information or trying to get information or wanting to know what this person's up to. And that's where you're like, you know what, dude, I'm just going to manifest like you guys talking it out, because apparently you still care about each other and you need to have this conversation. Yeah, the Devil in reverse. It's like you guys need to address the elephant in the room. It's almost like bad blood. You need to address the bad blood. We need to get rid of the bad blood. Now, I know I probably shouldn't be doing this at the very end of the reading. If this is not about you trying to do this between two different people, although I do think it is, I honestly don't see any other storyline for real outside of that. But if I was to talk about this in terms of you specifically dealing with one other person and you not trying to make this happen between two people, I think you're trying to make it happen for yourself. You want this to happen. Same scenario, just apply yourself into one of the people's shoes. Because it's time. I think at the end of the day, this all boils down to it being time and it being a recognition of a certain specific relationship that really does have deep bonds and ties. And I mean, it really is one of those things where, sorry to repeat myself, but if this is not about two specific people that you are making this happen for, then it is about you having a recognition of a connection in your own personal life where things do need to be addressed, but it's because now either you're seeing that you guys need to be together or this person is seeing that. Either way, it's about people coming together and something is being manifested here, either through one individual, both individuals, you know, you doing it for two other people, whichever way it works. But it's very interesting because of the fact that the Magician is showing up twice so strongly, and the Two of Cups, and the Devil, and the Page of Cups. So it's like double clarifies on what I've been saying all along. You're making something happen. I also think you're a very grounding influence over here for this person. You know, the really oddly depressed, emotional one. Who is very surface with his feelings. Actually, I would say this person has really interesting mood swings based on what they keep jumping between. Yeah, quite interesting. All right, Taurus, so that's what you're going to be dealing with for the energy of November 15th through December 15th. Congratulations. I mean, if you pull this off, that's awesome. It does, like I said, look like it has a really, really positive outcome. I do think there's new beginnings around the corner for either you or these people that you're trying to somehow, trickily, I might add, make this happen. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. I love you guys. Thank you for the continuous support on my channel. I can only look forward and hope that it will grow as time goes on. And yeah, happy holidays, whatever you celebrate. Even if you don't celebrate, have a good time.